Hey guys, it's Uber Joe. What's up? I'm doing my second video. Yeah. So the last story I told you guys was that was pretty mellow. Really not a big thing. This one, just as a fair warning, a little more explicit language-wise. So just keeping that in mind. So this story is the first time I ever did a trip up to LA. So what happened was, it was a Monday night. It was pretty slow. I was headed towards home, and I'd hit the Encinitas area, and I got a call. Now, for those of you who don't know, when an Uber driver gets a call, we can't see where the person is going until we actually pick them up. So I picked up this guy on Encinitas, and I started the trip, and he was going up to LA. And like I said, it had been a slow night, so I was pretty down to do that. He was going up to the northern end of LA. It was going to be like a 2-hour drive, but I was good. I was ready to make some money, and yeah, so we started off, and pretty much immediately I decided I was over it. The guy was just a douchebag. I'm like, oh great, I gotta spend a whole lot of time in the car with this dude. Yeah, he's sitting there and he's talking about why he's going up to LA. He's going up to see this girl that he's been fucking, and like, we're not really dating, but she's a really good lay, and he's just talking all kinds of shit. She's just like, he's like, yeah, she's kind of crazy, like bipolar, but she's really good in bed, and she'll do anything, and blah de da de da. I was just talking a bunch of shit and just being a general douchebag. So as he goes on and goes on and on and on, and eventually he's like, well, she'll do anything, man. He's like, tell me something, like something you want me to get her to do. I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, I don't care. I'm like, I don't care, and like, even if I did care, it's not like I could, confirm that you got her to do what I said. But he wouldn't drop it. So I finally just said the first thing that came to mind. I was like, I don't know, get her to do a 3-way. And he's like with 2 chicks? He's like, we've talked about that. And I'm like, sure, whatever. And he's like, or we could do it with 2 dudes. He's like, actually, when we get there, do you want to come in? And like, I was like, nah, dude. I think I told him like it was late and I had to get home or something. But like, in my head, I'm just sitting there going, man, I have been in the car with you long enough to know that I do not like you enough to want to see your dick or show you mine. So, nah. But yeah, so we get all the way up to LA, and she comes out, and a pretty lady. She's like wearing a robe and whatever, and like, he kind of looks at her and then looks at me one last time. He's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure. And he goes to tip me, and then she's like, come on, and like, he completely forgets that he's gonna tip me, and he gets out, and he fucks off, and yeah, and then I drove home, and that was a long drive, but it was, all in all, it was alright. I made a good amount off of it, so yeah, so that was my first trip to LA. It was rather interesting. So, yeah. Hope you guys like the story. Got a minimal amounts of amusement out of it, at least. And I will see you guys next time. Oh yeah, like, comment, subscribe, whatever. Peace.